Hi.
We're back in New York.
Back in New York.
Is this straight?
No, it's never straight. It's never straight here. Never, ever, ever.
Nothing straight about us, including our sign. Yeah, we're back in New York, so
Welcome.
there you go. Cheers. Clink, clink, clink.
Clink, 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 clink. We're drinking
A Negroni.
a Negroni, baby.
Mostly because I didn't really prepare any cocktails, but I had all the stuff for that, so...
You were gonna pour yourself some scotch in yours.
I was gonna do scotch. That would have been maybe easier, but here we are. This is also mostly alcohol anyway, so close enough.
I'm 3 sips in and I'm drunk. Ow, welcome
She
to
had a
chaos.
sandwich. This is Mel. I'm Lorrie.
What's
she
up?
had a sandwich. I had noodles, and we're hoping we don't die
Hoping, because there's a...
because that was the only meal that we had.
Yeah. How many shots of... What is it? Gin?
2 gin.
Oh, yeah. Ooh. Welcome
Gonna
to
get
the
all
chaos here.
loosey.
Well, it's a DCOM week.
DCOM. This is our second DCOM week because the episode before this, I fucked up. We recorded that before California, and then I forgot to bring it with me to edit it. So
Things happen, though, so it's
things
fine.
happen. That's why our California episode went out.
We're back.
But so back-to-back DCOM. Sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. Oh, my God. But wait. Hold on. Let me tell you about the thing that happened on the train.
Oh yeah, you came in here.
So I'm coming from my boo's house, right? On the 2 train.
My boo.
So I'm on the 2 train and I'm sitting near the doors by the railing, right? Chilling here, listening to my NSYNC tracks, da-da-da-da-da, whatever. No strings attached. And then there's this girl who sits right next to me, right? This lady makes some space for her, right? She sits there and she has this bag. She's holding it. Boom, right? She's just there. And then, as I'm listening, my phone isn't that loud. So I can still, listen to other things, right? So then I feel this girl going like this, right? She goes like this to someone across from me. Some older lady is holding the railing, right? That I'm right next to. And then the lady's like, right? Because
me?
you talking to me?
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, you know, like that, like this. Like she keeps going like this. And I'm like, oh, fuck. And I'm literally right in between them, right? So I'm like, okay, keep it cool. Nothing's happening yet. Cool, right? So the lady, right? She gets up now. Now she gets up. She's like, And then she does one of these, to the older lady, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, whoa, right? The older lady's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I don't know what are you doing? What are you doing, right?
Yeah.
I don't really hear that much, but she's just here standing in confusion. And this lady's just like this, like that with the lips. And I'm like, uh-oh. So then she's like, you know what you're doing. Look the other way, type of thing. So I guess the older lady was like looking at her funny. I don't know. So then she sits back down and she's just like this. And then she keeps looking at the older lady like this. Right? And I'm here like, oh, fuck. What now? And I'm just here like, all right, chill. Nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. And then she gets up again and then she starts throwing hands on the older lady. And I was like, oh.
What the fuck?
And I leaped out and I went that way. Because I was like, oh, you're not about to fight over me. That's crazy. And now go this way, and then everyone's taking out their phones. Boom, WORLDSTAR. And then it lasted all of 3 seconds, Lorrie. It wasn't even that long. The lady was just kind of like this. She took her sunglasses off, the older lady, and it was just kind of like a and then they separated. Right?
What the fuck?
And then the lady, you know what she does? She sits back down and she stretches her legs out on the seat.
Yeah.
So that no one can sit next to her. And she's just kind of tight.
The one that
initiated, okay. Yeah. She's just kind of there. And then she goes like this. Goes to sleep.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And the older lady is just there. She's still there, confused. And right before she gets off her stop, she takes a picture of her. And people are recording this. People are still recording.
Yeah.
And I get out of that train car and I go to the other one. Because you're not about to catch me on WORLDSTAR. like a pussy. People fighting over me. That's crazy. But yeah, that's what happened on my way over here. That's the 2 train for you. Okay, the Bronx.
I like barely take that train. So.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's what happened. Mm-hmm.
I woke up with a cramp in my calf. So that's all I had today.
Uh,
The only thing that attacked me was my own body.
I felt that.
I have to like start doing like healthier things while being cozy. Have you heard? Because like I need to use my stand-up desk as a stand-up desk more often.
Same.
Because I was
don't use it as a stand-up desk.
I was just doing like 3D modeling last night to do 3D print stuff, and I was there for a while. And I was like, I could have just been standing this whole time. I think I'm gonna get myself like a small little balance board too to like.
Oh, yes, I see a lot of people getting those too now.
Well, mostly because I do find myself leaning on one side sometimes, and then I'll switch. You know, I gay stand. You know, the gays, we like to just sit on one hip.
Not stay in one place either.
So I thought maybe a balance board could force me to like use both.
Right. That's interesting.
But also to strengthen my legs, which my calf apparently is weak.
So then why
do some calf?
So then why
raises.
Did you get a cramp in your calf because of that? Because
I think you get cramps from either overworking your body or underworking, and mine's definitely the underworking. So,
yikes. So you just gotta like look.
Bro, I was just sleeping happily asleep.
Oh my god! Yes, that's when it happens.
And then I like turned over. I went.
It's literally
like
the
screaming
worst.
to myself, like, "Oh my god!"
Have you ever gotten a cramp like on the bottom of your foot while you're sleeping?
Dude,
I have to be waking up like.
Bro, I couldn't like when I got up. I couldn't walk for a minute.
Bruh.
And it still hurts a lot right now. Like it hurts. It's so sore. It's really bad.
I hope the alcohol numbs your.
I'm just trying to gently massage with my hands. It like hurts.
Oh,
so I was attacked by my. I've been gay. Yeah. You love me. You hung out with me for so many days in California. Hang out with me today. You love me. And my jokes.
That was so gay. Anyway.
No, I don't. I don't have any like tiger bomb or anything, but it's fine. It'll eventually go away. But I'll ice it or something. I don't know. But I gotta like work my body more.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I want to be a runner, Lorrie. I told you.
Oh, yeah. We gotta start training for that Spartan race.
Yeah. We're training for a Spartan race.
It's in May. And it's a 5K. It's a sprint. So it's not like.
And it'll be my first race. So it's a big deal to me.
No, it'll be fun.
Yeah. I'm excited.
But
we should start training for that soon.
Well, just keep working out. I have to start working out so that we could train.
Just keep doing what you're doing.
That's fine. Right now, just work out. We'll eventually get to the actual like training to help you with different obstacles kind of stuff. But we have so long. It's in May. Let me actually start moving my body first. I haven't exercised in like 2 years. I mean,
yeah. I actually like haven't been back to the gym since we came back from California.
I actually liked walking around in California, like in San Francisco.
Same.
The neighborhood, and it was nice. The hills of San Francisco definitely. Charlie definitely trailing behind us. I was like, is Charlie okay?
Poor Charlie.
She's like, just keep going. I'm from the land of the flat. Miami.
I'm from Florida. That's what she kept saying. I'm from Florida.
Miami specific is flat. I don't know what these hills are.
I said I'll catch up with y'all.
Don't worry about me. I can see you. I will catch up.
Oh, poor Charlie. I wasn't used to the hills.
I liked it. I was like, I kind of miss it. It was kind of nice.
Yeah.
I was doing fine.
I'm a walker, so.
I'm not a walker, but I enjoyed doing it.
I love walking, so I was into it. I got a nice workout in. It's fine. Cardio, baby.
Well, that's why I was thinking about there's this girl, I guess, on TikTok. Well, more I found her because dumb people were attacking her video.
For what?
Because I guess she just came up with a term of like cozy cardio. Basically,
What's that sounds like
being
right up my
at
alley.
home and being cozy, but finding ways to be active. And hers is like, she has a little mini treadmill. Walk. So she's like, maybe walk while you're watching a show.
Hell yeah.
Or playing video games, or just doing things at home, but still making the atmosphere cozy. You can turn down she turned down her lights, put little candles.
Yeah, some lo-fi music.
Yeah, it's like, hey guys, here, if you don't want to go to the gym, but you should, try to stay active, just make yourself feel comfortable, but still exercise, but in a way that seems, but I follow like a bunch of like fitness people, but like nice fitness people where
nice fitness people.
They like call out all the like shitty influencers on TikTok where they're like, this is dumb. So they basically were looking at
people in trouble.
But essentially, yeah, they basically stitch other people who are just being shitty, and they're like, and they'll come with the facts,
Right.
So I only had seen it because he stitched a video of her video getting stitched by someone, and they're like giving her shit about cozy cardio or whatever. And it's so contradictory too, because the one guy was like, if you say cozy cardio around me, I'm gonna punch you in your cunt, even if you don't have one. It's gonna be one. It's like so stupid.
That's so violent.
But then they also like get into it was like it sounds so stupid, blah blah blah. Just go to the gym because blah blah blah. And then there's a point where they contradict themselves and they're like, "Of course you're losing." And people will say like, "Oh, they're losing weight, blah blah." Like obviously because you stopped eating cake and you finally moved your body. I'm like, yeah, that was the point. And you're saying cozy cardio isn't good?
Your body,
but you're giving her shit because she's moving her body in a way that's comfortable for her. It's so stupid. You're so contradictory.
People are so fucking weird. It's like, do what you want to do, man.
Yeah, fuck it.
Like, stay out of people's lives. Like,
I do want to work out more, but like, when it starts raining like this, I gotta do some cozy things. So I think a balance board is a cheaper option because
that's cool.
It's like $15 and I'm always at my computer.
That's really cool.
So I'm like, I should just do it. I'll move slowly for now. I just need to move.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Moving at all, you're already heading in the right direction.
All right.
Yes.
Let's get into the DCOM.
Let's get into it. Our movie this week is Starstruck.
With Sterling Knight.
Yeah.
I remember him from Sunny with a Chance with Demi.
I remember him from there and like from just like
a couple other Disney things,
random stuff. Yeah.
His name's Sterling Knight.
Sterling, yeah. Sterling Knight.
Sounds like a stone cut at like a jewelry place. Like
Sterling Knight.
Do you want our Sterling Knight cut diamond?
Exclusive, limited edition from Amsterdam.
This is QVC. My first comment is the older sister looks much older.
Much older. Much older. How everybody was casting like people that were like just a little bit older than what you were supposed to be.
Well, like, okay, well, so the quick synopsis that we usually do. Right. Starstruck, Sterling Knight is like a pop star.
Yes. The other main character is just a regular suburban girl, of course, and she acts from like she hates him. Yeah, from like Michigan. And they run into each other in California, essentially, and they have shenanigans together and they fall for each other, that kind of situation. Yeah, because her older sister, who looks so much older, is obsessed with him and is part of his little fan club and knows everything about him. So
and he's just trying to like gain a little bit more control of his life towards the end, and as him being an artist and doing all this other stuff. Anyways, the sister. Look, casting older people to be teenagers is not new. I mean, the 90s was basically that.
Right.
But I mean, like people like Bianca Lawson don't age. Ever.
They don't.
And,
oh my God.
But this girl, I was like, she looks like she's supposed to be working at a marketing firm. I mean, but she also, her style, like, what is this, early 2000s?
This is 2010.
Okay, then her style is not good at all.
Uh-huh.
I was like, it's a cross between weird teeny bopper and also old lady, because she had that blazer with like the big like pearl necklace looking thing, and I was like,
weird. It was
you know what it reminds me of? Leighton in Sex Lives, Renee Rapp's character.
Oh my God, yeah,
kind of like that.
Yeah,
like the weird blazers that make her kind of look like an old lady, but
like,
not.
So weird. Like, I thought it was kind of like very much the teen. Very like, what's that? Like Lauren Bryant?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but like, you
like
know,
a combination of the two.
Like petite section or whatever. Because it was just like, yeah, she looked
it looked like Limited 2 and
Limited 2
and Lauren Bryant combined somehow.
Yes. Because she also wore like weird headbands too.
I don't know. And she was super annoying.
I hated her.
But you know who I found most annoying? The main girl.
Oh my God, same. Oh my God.
She was such a bitch.
Oh,
okay. So
I couldn't stand her.
I couldn't stand her
the whole time.
She's, trying to be like, I'm not like other girls. I hate you. You suck. Why are you? You're a celebrity.
I'm not like other girls. I don't like you like everyone likes you. I'm not obsessed with you.
Some pick me shit.
Oh, she killed me.
But like, she did it so much, even at the parts where they start getting along. So she's still being like a complete bitch. We'll get to that specifically.
Yeah.
Also, Chelsea Staub's in it, from Baby Daddy.
Oh my God, that was my first thing. OMG, Chelsea from Baby Daddy.
Is her? Oh, I forgot her last name.
Chelsea Kane.
Is she Kane now? Chelsea Kane.
Yeah, maybe she got married.
Yeah, that's probably right. But she doesn't age either. She kind of looks the same. Because she looks great in Baby Daddy.
Yes.
And then Baby Daddy is a little older, I guess. Maybe it's around
I feel like in Baby Daddy, she looks younger than in this movie. I feel like she aged backwards.
Yeah, you're right. I agree with that.
Because the little short haircut that she had in Baby Daddy was so cute. It made her look even more youthful than whatever she had going on in this movie.
She hasn't aged. No. That show went on for 5 years.
Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. Love her. Love her so much. And even though she was like supposed to be the annoying person in this movie, still loved her.
Yeah. I'm just like, yeah.
Because the other girl killed me even more. What was her name?
I don't even remember the main girl's name because she was bothering me so much. I just kept going, why are you such a bitch?
Jess?
Jess, I think so, yeah. When they first run it, so they go to, Chelsea Kane's character is his Sterling Knight's, what's his name in the movie again?
Christopher Wilde.
So Chelsea Staub's character, Chelsea Kane's character, is his girlfriend. And he surprises her at her birthday party at some club to perform. And Jess's sister, who's obsessed with him, tries to get into this club with her Limited 2 outfit. And
that's why they go over there to California.
Yeah, they're in California. They're visiting from Michigan.
I didn't even realize that because does her grandma live in Hollywood? Was that like for real when she said that?
Oh, was it Hollywood? I wasn't paying attention where.
Yeah, because he was like, where does your grandma live when like he needed to take her back home, and she was like,
no way, that house was not.
That was a joke, right?
That's like on the outskirts of LA. There's no way that was Hollywood.
Like Michigan.
Well, I think it was a joke. I think it was a joke,
right? Okay, so geographically, where's Michigan compared to California?
What do you mean?
Like on the
Michigan's
map.
closer to us.
Like
on the East Coast.
Okay, because I was like, how the fuck did they get there so fast?
Oh, okay. I will go over some of their travel stuff later. That comes in later.
Okay.
But, yeah, so they go to they're in California visiting their grandma and, like, basically
because her sister found out that he was gonna make a guest appearance at Chelsea Kane's birthday party.
Yeah, so.
At this club.
She tries to sneak in, and he's trying to sneak out so the paparazzi doesn't get him, and he goes out through, like, the back door of the club.
Yeah.
Hits Jess with the door really fucking hard.
When he leaves the club.
When he's leaving. And he accidentally hits her. And he brings her to the hospital to make sure she doesn't have a concussion. Mm-hmm. And he basically kidnaps her because because then he like took her to his house or whatever.
Right, because he had to meet up some movie executives at his house where his parents, like, it was like this whole party. He has to like show up for like some executive. He
basically kidnapped her.
Yeah.
The whole movie.
He was like, stay here.
The whole movie, they're together. He keeps kidnapping her and she just stays away. And she acts like she hates him.
Yeah.
But he's like, do you want me to drive you home? And she goes, no. And being like a complete bitch, right? And he was like, okay, we can walk. Where does your grandma live? She goes like Hollywood or whatever. And he goes,
he's like, we'll get there
Tuesday. And like, he's literally offering to take you home and you're bitching about staying there. but you're saying no. What do you want?
Yeah. He was like, okay, choose a car. He opens a car and then she opens another one. He was like, what was that for? Was that even necessary?
I love that he does that too.
Same, because what was that for?
What was that for?
Stupid. Why are you being a brat for?
Why are you, like, she's overly dramatic of like trying to be like, I hate you, but it's like, even if I wasn't a fan of a celebrity, I wouldn't make a big deal that I'm not a fan of you.
Right.
Like, if I ran into you in this way, you know, if you ask me, like, I'm sorry, I'm not really a fan. That's probably as most I would say.
Exactly.
But I'm like, can you bring me home?
Right.
You know, I'd be normal. Why is she trying so hard to be like, I hate you?
Because
she's being such a cunt.
I thought it was gonna get a little deeper. So my initial reaction to that was like, oh, maybe like she hates him so much because her sister doesn't really hang out with her, and like she really wants to connect with her sister. Or
I thought maybe she used to be like a mega fan, and then something happened, and
but it wasn't that even. It wasn't
that deep. She was just being a dick.
She's just being an asshole.
The entire movie, she bugged me so much.
Hated her.
And he was just being pretty normal. He just sounded like a teenage dude.
Yeah. He was just chilling, you know? Whatever.
Okay.
Real quick though, his best friend, Stubbs.
Yeah, he's in some other Disney stuff too.
He's in mad shit. But look at him all grown up.
Okay.
My mans.
Look at his outfits.
Look at him. Look at him before. And look at him now.
Good for him.
Okay. But yeah, I was like, okay.
I remember seeing him in a bunch of things, though.
Yeah, he's in a whole bunch of shit.
Oh, it's that guy. There was a point in the club, though, the sister gets frustrated because she misses Christopher, and she's like, whatever. I could tell it's ADR. ADR is just when you record your voice after everything, just to fix audio. Mm-hmm. And it happens a lot in movies, TV shows, or whatever. Just sometimes the line wasn't loud enough or it didn't sound right, so they'll record later on. But she like in the movie itself, she's not making that many gestures, but all the noises like, ugh.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is way over dramatic. I was like, this ADR is so bad.
That's so true.
I was like, they shouldn't have even done it. Yeah, I said he basically kidnapped her. Okay. Mm-hmm, she's gone for like hours, you know?
Yeah.
I said, why is she being such a bitch?
Like, I was thinking too, I was like, does she have a cell phone? Is her sister worried about her? Like,
her family does not check in on her. They're too nice. Like but then
at the beginning of the movie, she's like, can I stay home? And they're like, it's illegal, you're a minor, you can't stay home. But you don't call your child? Your child's been away all night long.
They never, I don't think they checked in with her at all.
They didn't.
Because so she goes to the beach with her sister. They drove her grandma's car.
Petunia.
I thought it was a cute little car.
It's adorable.
And she sees him at the beach because he is trying to avoid paparazzi and trying to figure out how to get home without being recognized in his car. But she sees him and they meet up again. And then she basically lets him use her grandma's car, switches out the key with her sister for his car, which is some expensive ass, like nice looking car. But like, what's her sister doing at the beach? Because she didn't even notice until she went up to the car later.
Sis is just laid up listening to him on her earphones like this.
And they leave again. He kidnaps her again. They go on an adventure to LA and basically like, I'll be your tour guide, right? And
trying to run away from the paparazzi, by the way.
This is where I'm going to bring in the travel stuff because
right.
I wanted to see what parts of LA they went to.
Hollywood.
Mind you, they're at Malibu Beach. But they start driving. I'll be your tour guide. As much as I feel like movies either show the worst traffic in LA or no traffic at all, and never the in-between where you might just hit a slow spot for like a few minutes. And then I was like, it would be realistic if you just had a couple slow spots.
Right, exactly.
Right? Or they're driving around. They go to Venice Beach, 15 minutes away, whatever. Yeah, that's a normal. And then they go to fucking Hollywood, which... From Venice Beach with no traffic is like 30 minutes, 35 minutes, 35 minutes, right?
Okay.
With no traffic.
Okay.
Maybe up to 40. But mind you, they have to drive back eventually.
Yeah.
So like they spent at least minimum half an hour getting to Hollywood. But knowing Hollywood, there's no way, well, he probably paid for parking because he's rich. I thought about it. I was like, there's no way he found parking. But I was like, oh, he probably paid for like a lot or a garage or something.
Okay.
I thought about it. I was like, because he's just kind of throwing money because he's rich.
Right.
And
that's true.
He probably just paid for parking. Because I was like, there's no way they didn't spend hell of the time parking. But I'm like, oh, no, he probably paid for a fucking $50 garage or something.
Definitely.
And they're just walking around. They go to like the Walk of Fame. They do a bunch of touristy shit. They go to the Hollywood sign, which is not in May. You have to go kind of to the outskirts of like the hills because it's in the hills.
Yeah.
So you got to drive another like 15, 20 minutes to get to that area. And then they went to another place somewhere, and I forgot where. But they eventually go back. That was a little montage that I stopped kind of paying attention. I wanted to, specifically because I know. Because every time they travel in movies in LA, I'll always be like, how did they get from Malibu to downtown LA in 5 minutes? That's impossible. You can't. It's even with no traffic. Where did they hit that little like quicksand situation? Okay, so this part, they finally see that they're being followed by like paparazzi. They're probably in the hills somewhere, West Hollywood. They're like kind of probably more in like going towards inland where there's gonna be more hills and stuff. Right. And they try to like take some turn onto some dirt road in the hills to lose them. But they kept driving. Yeah. Because she was like, take left. And the cars passed them. They already lost them. So I was like, they could have just gone in and then backed out and then got back on the road. But they kept following this dirt road because she was trying to be like, no, I can read this map. We just got to keep following this shit. Dude. But he was still going with it, even though he was like, I don't feel like this is right. But then she kept yelling at him like, no, just listen to me, blah, blah. And them fighting, they eventually end up in like a mud pit or whatever, and they can't get the car out. But I'm just like, you could have just turned. I put right here, just turn around. You could have just turn around. Like, even if she's being a bitch to you, you're still driving. You could have just gone around. Could have just turned around. You could have just backed up. Well, there's parts where the dirt road, there's like just dirt. He could have just turned into the grass and turned around. Yeah. Or backed out and get back on the fucking road. But they get lost. You can tell they've been on it for a while. If I was driving, I would have been done with her shit. After like, at most, I'd maybe give her 5 minutes, but I don't know where the fuck we are. Let's just turn around. It's clear that they're not following us anymore. And then remind me, how did they get like clean and dry their clothes off and be pristine by the time they were walking on the beach holding hands? Because like I seem to like not realize that even happened. Me neither. Did it happen? I don't know. Before they did this fight, though, and, like, being part of the paparazzi, when they were touring LA, they were having, like, a good old time, you know? Cute-ass time. A little cute time. And then she's being a bitch again. Did you hear the song that was playing in the background? That was both of them. Yeah, I know. That was adorable. I had it in one of the comments. I was like, oh, they're singing together cute. But, like, and then she's being a bitch again towards the end of the trip. Right above, I was like, it's giving Jesse McCartney. It is, yeah. Beautiful soul. There's a part where he takes a picture with his billboard behind him. And why is his poster like really punk rock, but he sings pop music? Oh my god, that's true! It's like him jumping with a guitar. Yeah. And it's like black and white. It's very like spider punk. But I'm like, spider punk. He sings pop music. But he's just there with his little guitar. But yeah, this whole thing, the car gets stuck in like a quicksand pit and it sinks and they lose her grandma's car. Which also her grandma was way too calm about losing a fucking car. Well, because like she wanted it to be lost. Still, but also his parents call him and he doesn't really have signal. Like, where are you at? So they're gone for hours. I told you how long it takes you to get to the places, but that's not including them walking around, looking at stuff, they're gone for hours. And her sister is still at the beach. Still at the beach. Not a care in the world about that because they had to eventually get back to Malibu, which if they were in the hills, that had to take them at least an hour. 100%. 100%. Her sister's just here cooking. Listening to the man that her sister's with. Bruh. And so crazy. She does notice eventually when she's leaving, for one, did she not check for her sister? She gets up to the car and is like, am I being pranked? Because it's his car. Right. Like, exactly. And then check where her sister was? And then she shows up at his house, right? Mm-hmm. She shows up at his house and his best friend is there and he's like, who are you? Yeah. Right? Yeah, something like that. And then, listen, I was already over this. I lost it I was already over it. Hold on. Oh my god, yeah. I was like, I look away for 1 second and they're holding hands walking on the beach. And then there was that whole part where he's basically trying to tell her that, you know, that they kind of don't understand each other because he is famous, but she's being a bitch like, oh, you're famous, poor, woe is me.
Yeah.
Which, like, I kind of get, but at the same time, he's like, dude, I don't want to be around paparazzi. They invade my life all the time, which is true.
Yeah.
You will never get any but she's, again, being a fucking bitch.
A bitch, man.
And then she did this whole rant about, like, fuck, I wish I wrote down exactly what rant it was, but she, like, goes off on him about not understanding, or, like, he's just being, I don't know, saying some shit about him that was kind of dumb. And to me, I was like, oh, she was basically making out like he was making everything about himself.
Yeah.
But I was like, bitch, you're the one making everything about yourself. And she really thought she did something. She's like, you don't understand because blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. And you think everything. And he's like, he hasn't done anything in that way at all. You guys were, like, hanging out and you're being a bitch the entire time. You haven't stopped bitching about everything. And he's just expressing that he doesn't want to see paparazzi trying to get home.
I also feel like he, like, on the beach, he communicated things a little bit, like, off.
Oh yeah, I don't think he communicated things well.
Yeah,
but he sounded
as
like a 17-year-old
boy. You know what I mean? That's what's gonna happen.
I said that to myself too. I was like, he could have explained it better. Yeah, but he is also a teenage boy, so he's not communicating.
He was like, also, you know, the pictures
well enough.
The pictures, I should have them.
But at the same time, it didn't really warrant her being such a dick.
Yeah, like, she was just, like, being a bitch from the very beginning. Like, with like, it wasn't even necessary.
It wasn't necessary at all.
Yeah, like, he's just a person. You know what I mean? Like, yes, he happens to be famous. Yes, he happens to
and he's also just been hanging out with you and being pretty nice.
So nice.
And he thought he could open up to you also.
Yeah.
But then you're giving him shit because he's complaining about having paparazzi, which I think is a legit thing to be annoyed by.
Yeah, man. You don't live his life. You don't know what it's like. But, you know, she came to her senses, and, like, when the paparazzi found her eventually, you know, she told everybody, like...
Well, he basically got caught by photographers and, like, oh, who's this other girl? Mm-hmm. And the news was like, oh, who's this girl?
Yeah, someone took a photo.
He had
to
lie about it because, like, the director of this movie is trying to be in. It was like, you gotta, like,
stop that shit loose. Yeah.
And yeah, it was weird. And she's all upset about it, blah, blah, blah. God, I hate her. He basically has to lie about it to keep his image. Yeah. And he didn't like it.
No.
His best friend does call him out on it at some point.
He's like, I don't know you. That's not my best friend.
She has to go back to Michigan. She's, like, going to a dance.
Yeah, with her sister.
Yeah, well, her sister also a bitch. They're just both
She's such a bitch. At the end,
it almost was wholesome where she was like, come to the dance with me. But then when they get there, she's like, don't act like you know me.
Right before she said, let's make you pretty enough to be my sister.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, they bonded over that. And I'm here thinking, like...
I know. I was like, that wasn't a compliment.
That's mean,
That was mean.
That was actually mean. You're being mean to her. What? The fuck?
They're both assholes. I can tell why they're both assholes.
Related.
They're definitely
it runs
related.
in the family.
But their parents seem so nice. But again, this entire movie, her parents have never once checked in with her. Even though she's gone for hours. Well, her sister didn't even notice she was gone.
I'm going to be honest. Disney parents be this way.
That's true. They are always neglectful. It's a trope.
We've been through this before.
That's true. I guess I didn't really think about it.
Yeah. So they're known for, yo.
It was just so wild. She gets back to Michigan.
Yeah.
And yeah, she goes to this dance with her sister. He shows up to basically apologize. And why is she still a little bit of a... He
serenades her. And she's like, she smiles at him for that whole entire time.
And then she's like, the line of, like, you think you just come here and apologize, blah, blah. That's a normal line. I feel like that's something that comes into, like, every movie.
Yeah.
The part that bothered me was, like, don't you think you're a little too late? Everyone thought I lied. I'm like, he's physically there.
Sis.
This isn't a phone conversation. There are people around you.
Yeah.
He's literally there physically, so people know you weren't lying. Why was that a comment?
He's literally called you out by your first and last name.
He just sang to you. He just sang to you and said that he is obsessed with you. And he's like, aren't you a little too late? People thought I lied. I'm like, they damn sure know you didn't. Because he is there. Why was that even a comment?
One more do you want?
I was like, one more thing of you being a dick. What the fuck? And of course they're like a happy ending. But I was like, no, he shouldn't be with her.
I thought that too. I was like, you're only 17, bro.
Is he a little bit of a stupid teenage boy? Sure. Yeah. But he was a nice enough dude, and he really didn't do a lot of the stuff that warranted her fucking rants and shit.
Not at all.
She sucks.
Yeah,
just sucks.
She sucks. We don't like her. I
don't like her at all.
She was definitely a 0 out of 10. What would you rate this movie?
The movie as a whole? I feel like the movie wouldn't have been that bad if her character wasn't so annoying.
Agreed.
If she was just a little nicer, maybe, it could have just been a cheesy little Disney rom-com.
It would have been cute. It would have been.
I think if that were the case, it could have been like a solid 7.
I was gonna say that.
But because she was such a fucking bitch,
we're bringing it down
to like a 5.
Yes. Yeah, sure. Let's go 5. Let's go 5. I was gonna say 4.5, but let's go.
We
5.
can have different ratings. You know that, right?
I'll say 5. I'll say 5 because like it was cute. The songs were cute. His songs were nice too.
Yeah. Well, okay. Sterling Knight only sings one of the songs. I was reading it.
Oh, really?
I looked it up.
Oh.
Well, it's because they casted him really late.
Oh, really?
In terms of like, so he didn't have enough time to learn all the songs.
Okay.
So someone else records most of the other songs. He sings one of the songs, Starstruck, like the main song.
Oh.
But he probably would have sang if he had the time.
Yeah. So he's a singer too.
I guess so, yeah.
Cool.
Because you didn't even notice that there was a difference in the different songs.
I really didn't.
So
I thought it was the same guy.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, you're singing. You're singing. Okay.
But Jesse. He did sing at least one song, so we know he can sing.
Yeah.
It's just, he didn't have time.
Can he also play the guitar, or was that fake?
I don't know. I didn't get that far.
Interesting. Well, I mean, yeah. Solid 5, because she was super annoying.
If she wasn't so annoying, I would have given it a 7.
But I feel like the production value is going up.
I thought it was good. I thought it was filmed pretty, relatively nice. Yeah. It was a normal, short movie.
Yeah. I love a short Disney movie.
It wouldn't have been so bad, but she sucked.
Yeah. It wasn't great. Her sister too. I wonder how old her sister is. The real life actress.
She was supposed to be a teenager or what?
She's supposed to be a teenager, I think. Maybe like a senior in high school, right? Or like a junior, or something like that.
She looked 30.
This is her. Oh my gosh, she looks better here.
She looks better in this photo.
What the fuck? Oh, she's 40 now. She's 40 now.
This is 2010, so
1983. She was 27.
Which isn't that old.
It's not, but she looks like she's in her 30s there.
She looks like mid-30s.
She looks like mid-30s.
And the outfits didn't help.
No.
Maybe it's also
her style is fucked up.
The style is fucked up. So even though they were limited to clothes, they aged her somehow. Because it made her look like Jennifer Garner in 13 going 30.
Going on 30, yeah.
Because that's what it seemed like. That's what it felt like. Like a teenage, like a child, but in an adult body. I think the style really aged her somehow.
They fucked her up too because she looks so much better.
She looks great here.
She looks amazing now.
What the hell? She looks way better in these photos.
Yeah.
They fucked her up in that movie.
Yes. Look at this. Look at the difference.
Her character was insane.
It was. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, she looks way better here. What the fuck? That was weird. Yeah. They fucked her up. She did not look like a teenager.
Wrong.
A 27-year-old playing a teenager is already annoying, but like I said, the 90s were like that anyways. But I felt like not all actors, but a good amount of actors did look like teenagers.
They did.
I.e. Bianca Lawson. I will always bring her up.
Bianca Lawson is the prime example.
Yeah. Anyways, we gave it a 5 out of 10.
5 out of 10. 5 out of 10.
On the DCOM scale.
Yeah. The next movie we have here is called Den Brother.
Okay. It's called Den Brother. What's after Camp Rock 2? The Final Jam. You hear?
Avalon High. Sweet Life movie.
Did you watch Lemonade Mouth?
No.
Haley Kiyoko Lemonade Mouth?
No, I told you. I've never seen. I've never seen any Haley Kiyoko stuff at all. I just know her
You have to watch it now to be a queer.
Of course. It's a rite of passage.
It's a rite of passage. Is the movie good? No. But
it's fine.
We'll have another DCOM. We'll have a topic next week.
Yes.
Sorry for the double DCOMs. That was my mistake. Everything's out of order.
It's cool.
I know everything's been kind of inconsistent, mostly just life. And I was working a lot. And then we had a trip and just a lot of shit happened. But Hot. But we're catching back up and just doing stuff. So
yeah.
As per usual, it is at 30s Dirty Thoughtin on TikTok, Instagram, 30 Dirty Thoughtin at gmail.com. No one ever sends us emails. We are on Spotify and YouTube video and audio. We are workshopping the idea of possibly just doing audio also on other podcast areas. We don't know yet. We're thinking about it. But yeah, follow us. Please like and subscribe. Rate us on Spotify. It'll help us out.
Yeah.
Also, Joshua, if you're listening, because I know you tell us that you listen to the podcast when you feel like you want to hang out. But hi!
Love to hang out with you. That was fun.
Love seeing ya. But yeah, bye guys.
See you. I want to say see you later.
Yes.
See you later. The fuck? Bye.
I'm gonna keep it like that.